If you've had to put children through daycare, you know how expensive that can be. Today, a local restaurant tried to lighten the load for some working families. At the French Market restaurant, they served up free meals for about 200 working families. This is the first year for the event. Anthony Marullo, the owner of the restaurant, says more help needs to be given to working parents and their children. He says after reading some sobering numbers about the cost of quality child care, he got the idea of serving up a free Thanksgiving dinner for those parents and their kids. Marullo says he's trying to put into action the lessons his mother taught him.
My mother has inspired me for years, has always taught all of her children to give back. I think she's absolutely ecstatic that this finally has come to fruition.
The restaurant served families in 2 seatings today, and Marullo says he's looking forward to making this an annual tradition at the restaurant.
Also today, the owners of the French Market restaurant will be feeding 150 families for Thanksgiving for free. The Marullo family says they were inspired to give back after a story they saw about early education tax credits right here on WDSU. The credits are at risk of being cut despite new studies showing that positive impact for low-income kids.
The owners of a French Quarter restaurant, inspired by a story right here on WDSU, spent this holiday serving families in need. WDSU photojournalist Dalton Reinhardt shows us how this small business filled the hearts and tummies of some very thankful children.
What you're seeing behind me is, like I said, hardworking families between the ages of 0 and 4. Primarily from Royal Castle Child Care Development Center.
It was a fried turkey. Yes, sir.
Those rolls are jumping.
Want some gumbo, baby?
Chocolate is better than vanilla.
It is an awesome and amazing feeling to serve these working families and to give back. And like the saying goes, it feels better to give than receive. It all starts with early child care, and that's why this is such an important issue, and we hope that what we're doing here on Thanksgiving, besides serving these families, we hope to put a spotlight on this issue of this funding and maybe get some attention, and maybe we can stop some of these cuts from happening every year with in the legislature.
Thanks and God bless. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Some families with young children got a free Thanksgiving meal today. Anthony Marullo co-owns a French Quarter restaurant and says he recently read about the staggering price of the quality of child care. Marullo is a father. He decided he wanted to give back to working families this Thanksgiving. He hosted a meal for parents who have kids younger than 4 years old.
And we thought that Thanksgiving would be an awesome opportunity, being a family-owned restaurant, to give back to these families, as well as shine a spotlight on the funding that has been cut from these tax credits and these child care centers over the last 7 years.
The restaurant served traditional Thanksgiving food to more than 200 people. It included turkey, green bean casserole, and cornbread dressing, and to finish, white chocolate bread pudding with praline topping.